Yo, what is up, you guys? So in today's video, what I want to talk about is how you can build a swipe file and all the places you can go to find out what ads are running online, what your competitors are running, what other people in your industry are running, so that you can use those to kind of build a folder of inspiration that you can go back to and keep making great ad campaigns. Every good marketer, business owner, if you do anything online, having a good swipe file that you keep ideas and inspiration and things that you're seeing online that seem to be working for other people, so that you can go back to and use that to kind of motivate yourself and get better ideas for doing your next marketing campaign is a super important thing to do. I think if you are in the online business, if you are an advertiser, a marketer, a media buyer, you own a business, part of your job is just constantly coming up with new and good ideas. You want to always be on the lookout for these ideas, right? You don't want to have to come up with a brand new idea the moment you need it. You want to be building up a list of ideas that you can always go back to. So I started keeping a swipe file 6 years ago, and I have 6 years of ads, campaigns, sales pages, landing pages, all this stuff that I've seen that's inspired me over the years. I want to show you how you can do the same thing, because I think this is one of the most valuable things that I started doing many, many years ago. And it's been something that I can always go back to, because every time I get to the point where we need to run a new campaign, we need to put together something new for marketing, I can go look back and look at what's inspired me in the past and use that as some inspiration to keep moving forward. The cool thing is nowadays you can pretty much see most of the ads that a lot of companies are running. And if you see stuff that inspires you, it's really easy to save it, right? So it's not like you need to carry around a binder full of old newspaper clippings. Now you can just keep it all online, keep a folder. I have a Dropbox folder with all these great ads that I've seen over the years, and then I can go back to that anytime I want. So just really quick, if you don't know me, my name is Bryce and I am a marketer. So I got started online back in 2012, right after I got out of college. I've been working online ever since. So today I run a small ad agency. We help coaches, consultants, trainers, anyone who really runs online businesses and sells digital products run more effective advertising campaigns. Everything that I teach here on this channel is what I do all day, every day at my agency with my team. What I want to do is just make free content to help you run better marketing campaigns in the future. So if you want to know how you can grow your online business with better marketing, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button. And I've also got more free trainings and stuff at my website at majorimpactmedia.com. So you can go check that out after this. But that being said, let's dive into where are the best places that you can go to start looking at how you can see what your ads your competitors are running, so that you can start building up a swipe file for yourself. So it didn't always used to be super easy to see what ads your competitors were running until a few years ago when Facebook released their transparency. And so now you can go to pretty much any Facebook page, and if you scroll down here to page transparency, click on it, then what you can do is see that this page is running ads. Go to the ads library and you can see all the active ads that they are running right now. So here's all the ads that HubSpot is running right now. We can see exactly what they're running. We can click on that. We can go to where this ad is so we can actually see what the landing pages that they're running. We can check out these videos. And again, I think this is a fantastic way to just get inspiration in your marketplace and see what's working. I think the thing to be aware of, especially with any ads on any platform, right? Just because they're running an ad doesn't mean that it's profitable. And so you don't want to just assume that anything that anybody's running is working. But one really good rule of thumb is if you see something running for a long time, then that's probably a sign that it's working, right? People don't usually run ads for a long time if they aren't making money. But you can go check out, your competitors, people in your space, people in other industries. It's a great place to get inspiration and just see what other people are running. A lot of people don't know you can also do this on LinkedIn. So if you go to a company page on LinkedIn and you come here to post, and then you click here on ads, you can do the same thing. They have the same transparency feature. So what you can do is you can come here and you can see what are the ads that they're running on LinkedIn. Same thing. You can click on these ads. You can see where they go. And you can get inspiration from what other people in your industry and what other people in different industries are running on LinkedIn. So if you want to put together a LinkedIn campaign or also just get inspiration to see like what's working on this platform, you can do this exact same thing on LinkedIn. So for YouTube, it's a little bit harder to actually just see the ads that someone is running. But if you want to if you see ads that inspire you for free, let's see if we can just get an ad going here. So this is an ad. It just popped up in my newsfeed. If I want to save this ad because I think that this is a good ad, I think that this has done a good job, what you do is you just right click on it, go to Stats for Nerds, and this little code right here, this like little video ID, this is this like video code. So if you grab this little code right here and put it right at the end of a URL, this is the hard code for this video. This is where this video it lives. So you can see it's had 1.6 million views and it's unlisted. It's running as an ad. And so I have kept for years, if I see ads that are doing really well because they have great storytelling, they have great stuff, I just grab the URL, I put it in a document, and you can see I've got tons of ads that I have collected over the years that I just think do a really good job of, someone did a good job with writing this ad for some reason. Another tool that's really helpful is this Go Full Page Screen Capture. So I have this as a Chrome extension. If you see a landing page or a sales page that's really good, you can always just go over to that page. You can click on Full Screen Page Capture. And then what that will do is that will just grab a screenshot of the entire page. So if you see that sales page or something you think is well written, or it just has a good structure, or anything about it really kind of inspires you, you can always just use this full screen page capture to capture it and save it. And then the last little tip that I have is, like, if you're just on Facebook and you see an ad that you like, that you think is really good, obviously you could always just screenshot it, which there's Mac and PC shortcuts for that. And then the other thing you can do is just right click up here, click save, and then you'll have in your save post, just a bunch of ads that you've seen that do really good. But again, I think this is super important for really any marketer. We're not trying to steal anybody's ideas here and go copy them. The big thing that we're trying to do here is just build a folder of things that inspire us so that we can continue to come up with new ideas. Because again, what you don't want to do is be in a position where you're supposed to come up with a new marketing campaign, or performance is going down, and so you need to get something fresh out there, and you're scrambling for ideas, right? What you want to be doing is always building up a list of ideas and things that you can do that inspire you and that help you get motivated. And then that way, when you need to come up with a new campaign, you've already got stuff that you're just pulling out of your back pocket. So that's it. That's all for this video. These are the ways that you can go online and see what other ads people are running online. And I would encourage you, check out your competitors, check out other people in your industry, check out people outside of your industry. It's a really great place to look across industries and see what other people are running and use that as ways to come up with better ideas. Again, keep in mind, if you see something running, that doesn't mean that it's profitable or being successful or making money. But if you see something running for a long time, that's usually a really good sign that it's working. So keep an eye out for stuff you see over and over again. I'll also drop a couple of books down in the resource comments below, because there are a few books that I've read over the years that are really helpful for coming up with ideas. Because again, as a marketer, as a business owner, as someone who's trying to grow a company online, that's something that you're going to be doing constantly. This is your job, is coming up with big ideas, testing them out, seeing how they work, and then moving forward. So I'll drop a couple of links down in the resources. Other than that, if you like this video, please hit the like, subscribe button. Let us know that we're making good content. We'll keep making more like it. Other than that, have a great day, and I hope to catch you in another video.